Welcome to Stoic Mindset, where we explore the timeless wisdom of the Stoic philosophers and how it can guide us through life's challenges. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the concept of fear, how it controls us, how we can overcome it, and the life-changing lessons we can learn from Stoic philosophy to live fearlessly. Let's start. Part 1. Understanding fear. Fear is a powerful emotion. It holds us back, it stops us from taking risks, and it often controls our decisions. But what exactly is fear? According to the Stoics, fear is a natural reaction to the unknown or to something that could cause us harm. However, the Stoics also believe that fear can be managed or even eliminated through proper understanding and practice. Seneca, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that the fear we experience is often not based on the present moment, but on what might happen in the future. The Stoics teach us to confront our fears by focusing on the present, to realize that what we fear often never comes to pass, or even if it does, we have the strength to handle it. Part 2. Lessons from Marcus Aurelius. Let's take a lesson from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. In his Meditations he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that obstacles, including our fears, are not things to avoid, but things to embrace. Marcus taught that fear can be transformed into an opportunity for growth. When we feel afraid, we should ask ourselves, what is the worst that can happen? Most of the time, the worst outcome is something we can endure. By accepting the worst-case scenario, we free ourselves from the grip of fear and are empowered to take action. Part 3. The role of virtue in overcoming fear. Another key Stoic concept is virtue. According to the Stoics, living a virtuous life, defined by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, gives us the strength to face our fears. Courage, for example, isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. When we practice courage, we start to realize that fear is simply a signal that we are pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zone. Stoic philosophers believe that it is only through facing our fears that we become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The more we confront our fears, the less control they have over us. Part 4. Practical Stoic exercises to overcome fear. So, how can we apply Stoicism to our lives to overcome fear? Here are a few practical exercises. Negative visualization. The Stoics practiced a technique called premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization. This involves imagining the worst-case scenario so that when it happens, we are prepared. By mentally rehearsing difficult situations, we reduce the impact of fear and anxiety. Voluntary discomfort. Another Stoic practice is voluntary discomfort, where you intentionally expose yourself to uncomfortable situations. Whether it's taking a cold shower or fasting for a day, this exercise trains your mind to handle discomfort, thus reducing fear in other areas of life. Focus on what you can control. Fear often arises from worrying about things outside of our control. The Stoics taught us to focus only on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our responses to challenges. By letting go of what we can control, we free ourselves from unnecessary fear. Part 5. Applying Stoicism in everyday life. To live without fear, we must practice these principles daily. Begin by observing when fear arises in your life. Are you afraid of failure, of rejection, of the unknown? Once you identify the source of your fear, challenge it. Ask yourself, what would a Stoic do in this situation? Take small steps every day to confront your fears, whether it's speaking in public, taking on a new challenge at work, or having an uncomfortable conversation. Each time you face your fears, you become a little stronger, a little more resilient, and a little closer to living a fear-free life. Conclusion. Fear is a part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. By embracing the wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, we can face our fears with courage and transform them into opportunities for growth. Remember, the obstacle is the way. So, the next time fear stands in your way, embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Thank you for watching this video on Stoic Mindset. If you found value in these lessons, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living a Stoic life. Live fearlessly, live wisely.